I come for some good soup.
Welcome to the Good Soup Live.
Good Soup Live. All I ever think about is Good Soup Live. Wonder what they'll talk about. Then again, ginger snaps, finger cuffs. Where you at? Straight out of New Jersey. The Good Soup Live. All I ever think about is Good Soup Live. Wonder what they'll talk about. Then again, ginger snaps, finger cuffs. Where you at? Straight out of New Jersey. The Good Soup Live.
The Good Soup is live at the one and only Spot Castle in Leonardo, New Jersey. All right, nail the intro, man. Nail it.
Nail it. You screwed me up already. 3 seconds in. Welcome to the Good Soup Live. I am your host, The Dented Can. To my right is my beautiful wife, Angelina Moretti, a.k.a. Ginger Snaps. To her right, cousin Johnny, a.k.a. Dented Batman, a.k.a. Cohee London. And to his right is the one and only Mike ZAPCIC.
ZAPCIC. No, a.k.a. Mike ZAPCIC. There you go.
Sorry.
How
you
you
go.
pronounce the name.
And just like that, Mike's done with the show tonight, folks.
I'm
This
out
will
of
be Mike's
here.
last appearance.
Fuck you all.
No cursing, no cursing.
There's no cursing
You
here?
can curse on my show.
I was told I could curse. Is Pepsi one of our sponsors?
Yes,
They
yes.
get this off the fucking
I mean,
table.
not yet, but they owe us some money now, I think.
No, they're going to sue your asses because Johnny can't keep it in his damn pants.
All right.
All right, what are we going to make fun of first?
I think we started with you,
Dude, they're
Johnny.
like, these two are coming out of the gate ready.
My beard or my picture on the beach?
Oh, I
that's-
already had that written in the list of stuff as your picture on the beach.
Yeah, no, I'm not lying. She really has it in here.
I told him if I ever see anything like that on Facebook, first I'm reporting him. That shirtless
Did you see the one with
wonder.
the little?
Did you see? And there's a little person like chasing after him with a spear. I'm like, wow.
Shamu, it was Shark. Instead of Shark Week, it was Whale Week.
It was Willie Young week.
Shamu Sunday.
But then we took a picture of the actual Shark Week blimp.
Did you see it?
Yeah,
Yeah, we
flew
saw
right
it
over.
from our house in South Amboy.
The Shark Week one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was over in Monmouth Beach.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how
Hanging out.
We saw it from the poor side in South Amboy.
We actually we speak into microphones, Johnny.
Mikey.
We're gonna get him a handheld, I think.
No, he does better now than he did when we first started.
Yeah, I was all banged up when I first started.
You're all banged
now
up.
I'm going to be banged up with this guy next
3
to me, but
months
that's all
later.
right.
God.
3
Where you
months
at, Ange?
later.
What do you got? You want to do the?
Johnny checking in the beach. That was my first thing on the list.
All right, let's.
Was that sex on the beach or not?
No, that was your picture. that you
Sexless on the beach.
We have a whole lot of
So-
comments
They have
coming
turned
in
us
here.
all
Yeah.
off permanently.
I think first we should probably, address the elephant in the room because we've done 9 videos about the Clerks 3 trailer
Yeah.
and talk about the
We
Clerks.
could do that.
What did everybody think about it? I thought it was awesome.
Oh, there's a Clerks 3 trailer out there?
All right, so there we go.
I thought it was awesome, too.
Just breeze over it.
Yeah, I thought it was awesome too, because I was in it. Mike wasn't. Neither was Ernie. He's like, shut up.
I got to, throw a couple shots.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're,
you know what?
well, you have to because you're not on the poster.
So now that that's out, we can spoil a trailer, right? That's totally cool.
Yeah.
Sure,
All right,
spoil it.
so they got you standing there like this, and you don't move, bro. You don't twitch. You don't. It doesn't even look like you're breathing. Did they just take a picture of
No.
you?
Did
Did
and
you
just
hold
stick
your
it there?
breath?
No, people are moving around him, and I mean, you see the flies buzzing around his head too. And
Kev was like, say it, man. Say it again.
yeah, and seriously,
I
you were
do.
born saying "all right," and you can't even do it on camera. It's 9. It's
British-
all right, Johnny.
British robot. That's what Kev said. You sound
Nice.
like a British robot.
Line.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
That's harder than it looks, all right? It was, I had Cool Breeze on my shoulder.
What?
Whispering in my ear. What's his name? Dante. Ryan.
What's his name?
Oh my
I know
God.
his name. I know his name.
Oh my God.
Clearly, that's a lie.
Yeah, and actually,
I
no,
said,
Thou shalt
Breeze.
not lie, remember?
it was Jeff
Wow.
Anderson, genius.
No, Jeff Anderson was off to the side.
Oh,
and
but he came up and he's like, hey,
Oh,
he's gonna
hollering.
kill you.
I needed some, and Big Ern wasn't helping. He was just, I kind of saw him a
Laughing
couple
off
times in
screen.
the corner of my eye, just like, saying, what is he doing?
Yeah, he was getting.
Everybody
look
was
at him.
laughing at
Look
me.
at the slob.
Johnny, I found the clip from the other ending of the original Clerks movie. I'm going to say you look exactly the same in both movies.
Black, white.
26 years, 27 years later.
It's apparently
My hair was a little
Yeah, but it was in black and white,
darker?
so it looked salt and pepper anyway. You were good.
salt and pepper's here.
You're gonna
Jesus.
Yeah.
1990s called. They'd like that back.
Did he have pubes like taped to his face as well back then?
Blue stick.
I think I,
Like, remember
you know what I
Beavis and
mean?
Butthead?
I'm 51, and it's really, I thought I could grow.
A
You
beard?
got like a Fu Manchu beard.
Yeah, that thing's
going on there.
over, bro.
I've heard that plenty of times. Fu Manchu.
I'm telling you though, for
That's
the
kind of racist, I gotta say. But
for the scenes
you look like a mangy werewolf, is what you
There
look
you
like.
go.
mangy werewolf.
My girl calls me, something else, but I don't want
She,
to say it.
she calls you infrequently, so
Oh no!
I don't want to say it on the air.
Go.
Change your
She
name to
probably
Homeless
calls you
Batman.
Big Iron.
Dented homeless man.
There you go.
Where should we drop you off? Anywhere.
is there a dumpster nearby?
Yes.
This is fine.
Can you guys? Are you guys picking me up? Can you hear me?
No, they can hear you.
I'm trying to think of some funny shit to say.
We love you.
All right then. So yeah, I don't know. That started off so far off the rails, but people are loving it, man. Johnny's getting his head beat in, but they're loving it.
Where's the biggest of the big? Let me put my glasses on. I can't see on the poster. Where's my contacts?
Is anybody else here coming to the magic show that's going on here next week?
I'm
It's
sorry.
this week.
Oh,
It's
this
on
week?
Thursday.
I'll be here.
Yeah, Thursday. Wow.
There's a magic show here? Awesome.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah, we're
wait. I'm
coming.
stoked.
Johnny disappear.
Yeah.
We're gonna stuff him in a box.
I freaking gained all my weight back that I lost. It was so
That's
hard
what
to
happens
lose.
when you stop working out and you just go out to eat all
No,
day.
it was.
Mind your
it's-
business.
It was the food. It wasn't. It wasn't
say
the
it was a
exercise.
bad
It
thing.
was the food. I gained it. Not all of it. I'm 245, but I could feel I feel it.
You getting back to Planet Fitness?
Yeah, well, I haven't been there in like a week. Oh no, I'm gonna hear about that. But
I hope Don's watching right now. I really do. I hope
oh,
cousin
Big
Don.
Don, I'm going back real soon.
Yeah, sure.
Holy shit.
Way to drive this fucking bus, boys and girls.
Well,
Yeah,
listen,
well,
this is
is
what
how
our
it goes.
this is what our
you
viewers
guys
like.
driving.
Wait, yeah. Well,
Mike's like the airbag's gonna go off.
we have a proposed list, and then we start talking, and then it just
just-
goes
yeah,
off
the
in
wheels
18
fall off on
different
this show.
Oh,
directions.
of course, that's great.
So-
But it's
that's,
funnier.
That's the best way
You know
to
what
do a
That's
bus
how we
this
do it.
is?
That's
This
how we
is
roll.
this is the bus from the opening of the second Nightmare on Elm Street movie,
I was gonna say
where it just keeps going into the desert and doesn't
and
stop.
there's children screaming.
Pretty much,
Yeah.
it's the same thing.
This is the bus from Superman when it was about to go off the bridge, but Superman's not there to catch it. So everything's just
Keep going.
like, all right, see you guys
Eventually turns
later.
into a dumpster fire.
Yeah.
You know?
This
That's
is
how it
fine.
goes.
Wasn't there
That's fine.
The dented can at the bottom of
One
the
of the,
cliff, you know?
One of the newer Godzilla movies. Wasn't there a bus that was on the bridge?
I'm sorry, where?
One of the newer Godzilla movies. They had a bus on the bridge, right? When he was coming, Godzilla. Maybe.
There's such good movies, but I'm gonna say yes.
Let's
Sure.
see.
Sure.
Sure.
Jesus.
Sure. Yes, the voice
I mean
of
that
God.
is, that is who
That's
I
actually
am.
his title in the
That's
show.
what we call him.
Or
the
one
voice
of
of
the
God.
or one of
Hello,
the
my
That's what we
children.
call him.
one of the final destinations. Maybe.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
the,
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
What is that, 5?
Yeah,
when,
the-
when the bridge,
The 3D
when the
one.
the
bridge
bridge
collapsed.
splits and the bus is hanging off on the cliff and everybody
Actually,
dies.
Johnny's just saying shit, hoping that it's true.
Johnny's over there. Tow truck!
Yeah.
I know that movie. It's Cars.
Lip!
The final countdown.
It's hard sitting up here with your boss.
Oh,
you know?
stop.
Oh, stop. Oh, my God.
It is.
No way.
Sometimes he's my pal, and sometimes he's my boss. It's hard.
Oh, it's hard. Oh, it's hard.
Wait.
Hey, and
Johnny, I don't want to hear you complaining ever again. I do it every week.
I'll try not to kiss his ass too much. Maybe a
Holy
little
God.
pucker up.
If he's
Little
into
bit,
it,
little bit.
permission always. Come on.
The audience
Oh,
looks
dear
like they're
Lord.
enjoying themselves.
No,
The
she's
audience.
she's on her phone.
Oh, we have
We have all
topics.
kinds of
She's
shit to talk
Googling.
about.
She's like, talk about something, anything.
So we do have one thing we're going to talk about. We got our sponsorship flags made today. They're
Yeah,
sitting out in front
nice.
of our sponsor on Route 9.
You got a flag.
So we actually
Yes.
have it's a, what is it, 9.5 by 3.7 foot
Feather flag.
feather flag with the show on it. It says proud sponsor
Oh,
of it. It's
cool.
got the QR barcode. And I know with my car already, I have the little dash cam, and it's already scanning that QR code as I drive down the highway and sending them right to my website.
Yes. So now you can drive down Route 9 when you're stuck in traffic, right where they're building the new Target, and you can see our faces or cans on the flag.
in front of the.
Watch
Nice.
I mean, I know
wave
it's
back
not
and forth.
No,
epic,
that's-
but it's a. I'm stoked about it. I have been all day.
No, are you kidding me? That is epic.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
I mean,
Well,
Yeah.
it was 2 weeks of bullshit because I ordered the stupid ground steak 2 weeks ago from Walmart and it didn't come. And he had an epic meltdown on Saturday
I throw
about
temper
it.
tantrums.
He threw a temper tantrum, so finally I went on Amazon and it came today. But
Did he throw a temper tantrum in front of you?
almost today.
In front of her, not at her. No.
Okay,
and she
but
knows. I'll
in
even
fr-
apologize
Oh, in
midway
front
through.
of
I'm like,
her?
this has nothing to do with you.
So was that a panty dropper right there? The guy throwing a temper
Stomping my
tantrum.
fucking
Temper
feet.
tantrum.
You sons of bitches! It's like, that is so sexy, William.
I try, Mike. I do.
Oh.
When I really want to set the mood, I like get down and do the fucking kicking thing on the floor.
Wow. All right, you got a QR code popping up?
You got people who are legitimately super happy for you.
Yes.
Listen, how
Yeah.
many people can say in any given week that they have a huge fucking waving sign with their podcast on it? Not that many people.
Agreed.
Almost none.
Almost none.
I
On a
don't know
highway.
anyone.
At least, I mean, we were gonna put it up in front of the apartment if a sponsor didn't sign soon. So,
I got you.
You know what I mean?
We're just going to stick it in our front lawn in South Amboy.
So my business plan is gone like this with this show so far. I just buy shit and then hope for the opportunity to actually get to use it.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what
Sounds
you
about
do.
right.
You know, you fill up a storage facility, and then 5 years later, you'll see it on Storage Wars.
Exactly.
So, yeah, there you
exactly.
go.
Yeah.
Someone buys your storage locker for
Yeah.
$1,000.
Somebody's gonna be
Oh,
screwed.
no, I have a couple pictures of you with your arm around my husband. That's great. I love it. I'm gonna post it all over social media. Tara, I'm
Play.
sorry.
You got to get the.
It looks like maybe you and me, girlfriend. 'cause
You gotta put the background music
gonna
from
run away
Grease on it.
together.
I said you got to put the background music through Grease on it. That we go together.
No, we don't. Like, get that gross arm off me. Go shave that homeless face.
We were gonna shave it on air tonight, but I
Oh,
was.
that would be good.
That's ASMR stuff.
I need a lady's pick. You know what I mean?
Ladies'
I'm
pick?
sure we
What's a
can-
lady's pick?
A bick.
Oh, Bic.
I have a coupon for a free Venus razor. I mean,
Venus, yeah, remember that?
send somebody out. to
Who
get
wears
one.
short shorts? Remember that one?
Johnny's
Johnny
going to
wears
give himself a
shorts.
Brazilian on his face.
Nice.
Attaboy.
We shave together
Bro, you-
like wampum luma wampum. Good Lord.
Jesus, please.
Jesus left a long
Mike's
time
like,
ago.
yeah, I'll be back next week.
No, he's probably never going to come back again.
Well,
Somebody's got to fill up these chairs.
What are you talking about? This is a packed house for us.
I know.
Yeah,
So what else we
got
got
one
there?
full chair
So
here.
yes, Smokeland is this is the first giveaway that they want to do. We have a Caliburn AK2 pod system vape, which these are like the new age vaping systems. So there's no more like what I use with the big ass clunky tank and shit. That doesn't exist anymore. This
Like
is the new-
Aqualung? What you got?
Yeah,
Yeah,
kinda.
mine's ridiculous. And they threw in a free bottle of the naked strawberry juice at 6 milligrams as well.
Nice.
So we're going to do the giveaway for that. Basically, the way we're going to do it is I'll put a post up tonight on Facebook about it with a picture of it. Just reply to it. Make sure you're following Smokeland at SmokelandNJ on Instagram, and that's it. You'll be entered to win, and I'll pick a winner next week.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Nice.
It's pretty
Easy
cool.
enough.
See? You couldn't do that on fucking film.
It is on film.
Couldn't do it. No, he couldn't do that for a Clerks 3.
No, it was. I had to do an all right and then
All
another
right.
quick all right. But it was.
I tripped over my. I mean,
the pressure,
which
man. The pressure. It's just
Two
like the
words.
pressure
You
right
had
now.
to
Where was
say
he?
two
I have
words.
somebody in the
where was the
audience.
emphasis?
All right, well,
was it on
stop.
the first one or the
I'm
second
not
one?
used to sitting in this spot
What the fuck? Dude, you weren't even here.
I mean,
All right.
I might be.
All
I don't want
right.
to say on the spectrum, but I need everything.
All right.
I need everything.
Dude, that could be the title of this podcast at this point.
on the spectrum.
Spectrum. Yeah, that's definitely me.
I might be someplace on the spectrum.
Somewhere in there.
Somewhere
In that.
Is that, I don't think that was too politically correct, but I didn't mean to say
it
it like
is.
that. I didn't mean it like that. I just need to be like in my.
In your spot.
Yeah.
He's having a freak out about not
Oh,
being
is that
in
what
his
it is?
spot.
He's
too
about to. He's
close
gonna
to
start
me.
like.
It's coming?
Yeah, we're gonna get it.
Mike, you got to just scooch in and we'll
Frank
stare
and
at him.
beans. Frank and beans. Yeah. Here we go.
We have so many people.
I want
know-
me some French
guys are
fried
awesome.
potatoes.
Like The Ringer with Johnny Knoxville. Now those guys.
God.
No, listen.
That's
the guy
such
from
a
the guy
bad-
from
It's like
Some About-
everybody just starts drawing back away
No,
from
no,
Johnny,
no,
like,
the guy-
bye, Johnny, enjoy
But
your...
the guy from Something About Mary, the kid from Something About Mary, whatever, when he was a kid, when he played that part, he was not really banged up, I don't think.
And by banged up, you mean?
No, I don't mean. I just mean. But the dudes from
Cognitively disabled.
You know what? We're all gonna just
This is going to be the
casually
last
ignore
episode of the Good
what
Soup.
I just said. Yeah, exactly. Cancel
now I'm
culture.
getting warm. I'm getting hot. But the guys from The Ringer, they were the real deal. If you can.
Well, yeah, they're
understand.
actually disabled actors. Like, yeah,
Yes,
they're
Yes,
full on.
That's what I meant.
and
That's what
they're-
I meant. I don't
They've
think
got
the,
Down
I don't
syndrome.
think the kid
They
from
are
Something About Mary was disabled.
Special needs?
No.
He was not because he was.
Because he plays in...
He was
as
in
we
Deadwood.
Just talked
We
about, yeah.
just spoke about. Yes, he's.
But Johnny was on his phone in the other room when we were talking about that, I think.
No, he was.
No, I meant
sitting-
mentally. He was
you're on
out
the-
there.
Oh,
So on-
probably.
yeah.
You're on
Actually,
this side.
mentally, I think he was
You're on my
over at
bad
the.
side.
I think he was in
Did you
the
just turn your hearing
the
aid
smoke
off?
shop.
Yeah.
Hey, can I go to the smoke shop and get me some?
Just to let you guys know is that he's talking about Smokeland NJ on Route 9 in Old Bridge, our official sponsor, and we believe Johnny has been spending a lot of time there.
Yes.
Yes.
What do I always say? I said I wish I could smoke pot, but
I know.
I can't. It doesn't agree with me. It just doesn't agree with me. But I used to enjoy it.
I know.
When
It
I was,
happens.
when I was drunk and, then
Hi.
you could just, yeah.
Banged up.
Banged up. A little banged up. Oh, no. We're going back to dented can slogans. Speaking of banged up, so I wish you guys knew where we lived. We live in like a straight residential.
Why don't you just write it down on a big piece of paper and we can hold it up for everyone?
I mean,
to
I'd
see?
really
South
rather
Amboy,
not.
New Jersey.
We live in South Amboy, but
Gotcha.
we live in a very residential spot in South Amboy. They opened a bar across the street, literally across the street, like right across the street from me, and it's only a single lane road.
Yes.
And they mounted. You ever see the lights that they put at events that fucking crisscross and you see them 8 miles in the sky, like
Sure.
a bat signal? That I believe that's what they mounted on the side of their
They're
building.
Really, Klieg lights?
It's big.
Yes.
That's
And
what they
it's-
call them, Klieg lights. So
They're
you have
huge.
Klieg lights in.
So when
Your
I went
front
outside
window?
the other night, the first night that they had their soft opening, and I went outside to walk the dogs, it was 10 o'clock at night, and you could have swore it was like 8 o'clock in the morning.
We thought there was like an
The
accident or some
whole
shit because there was so
building
much
lit
light.
up.
I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, do they got those big traffic lights out? Nope.
It was
just this guy's, his bar is as big as this table. Just so you understand. Like,
It's not
there's
a
4
big
parking
building.
spots.
Yeah,
And I'm
it's
like,
small.
But he
Yes.
wants to make sure that people can see where it is.
Well, the thing is,
From
right
space.
next to the bar is a house.
Forever.
And those lights shine right into that person's house. So that poor person in that house.
yo, they left that house that morning looking like her. The next morning we woke up, they looked like they just got back from
I woke
Aruba.
up to go to
I was
work,
like, oh.
and I was up at 5:30 in the morning taking the dog out again, and I look, and the guy's sitting on his front porch smoking a
so
cigarette,
pissed.
looking like he did not sleep a wink. And then our neighbor came outside. He's like, "What the fuck was up with those
Well, apparently-
lights last night?" He's like, "They couldn't see at
So
all."
the question is, whose body did the bar owner bury for who to get a permission to put up a fucking bar?
Well, it's fucking South Amboy, and so South Amboy was in the Guinness Book of World Records up until 5 years ago for having the most bars per square mile.
We had like 50
All right,
bars.
and
yeah.
the town refuses to like absolve any of the liquor licenses. So literally, a liquor license in Old Bridge is worth $3 million, and South Amboy is worth $55. You know what I mean? Like
We've had-
they're so easy to get, nobody cares.
In the
Funny,
last
that was pretty
year,
funny.
we've had like 5 bars open up in the last year in South Amboy. Now they're not very successful,
and
but
one was in your bathroom.
yeah, making some toilet gin.
There's nothing wrong with toilet gin.
So maybe since are the lights keeping you guys awake or
No,
so?
we're good.
Bill went over there and kindly talked to the new bar owners and was like, "So guys, what's up with those stadium lights you have in your parking
Are you
lot?"
guys having like a professional fucking like what is that, cornhole game in the back? Like, why is that so extra?
Yeah.
And the guy was like, well, we couldn't figure out how to turn it off. I'm like, you own the fucking building. How do you mean you don't know how to turn it off?
But actually the next
The
night
crowd's
they
getting
weren't
bigger.
on. They regular like
They're
just
pulling it off the
lights on.
building, like legit.
Sitting next to the voice of God.
Yes.
And people still can't see me.
No, they can't. They just
Yeah, I'm
hear
still
you.
off camera. They
You're
just
good,
hear me.
Christian. What else
He
do we
controls
got?
everything, though.
What else?
Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah,
now we
because
have-
I was gonna say no one can hear.
Toilet
And
gin.
they're like, "What the hell did
knows?
somebody just say?"
The what now? I'm sorry. We were trying
You
to
were
figure out
you
where
were
to
in
go.
Smokeland. Gotcha.
I'm sorry. I was
Yeah, he was in
someplace
line
completely
as
different
well.
at my own
Mike,
podcast
did
table.
I not tell you that I smoke before every show?
No.
Oh, yeah.
I know that, but all right.
I ain't gonna get up
As
here
long
and
as
bullshit
you
without
got
being
somebody
high. You're
else driving
crazy.
you home, that's all I care about.
That's me. I drive.
Good girl.
I drive my hoopty bomb everywhere. Yeah. Oh yeah. So yesterday we go outside and I'm like, we
Dude,
have-
this truck is literally gonna kill me. I can feel my artery tightening every time she walks inside after driving it. She comes in yesterday, she's like, it's leaking coolant again. I'm like, no way, not possible.
Now this is just after we replaced the radiator, the fuel or the water pump, all like an entire new system.
I spent $1,100 on parts in about 6 days rebuilding the coolant system in that truck, and it's leaking coolant again.
So I'm like, oh, it's leaking radiator fluid again. And then I took one walk around the car. I'm like, Bill. He's like, what? I'm like, go look at the back tire. He's like, what the fuck?
So yeah, I got to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and take her to work today.
But I didn't just
It was
run
really
over
good.
a nail like a regular way. I ran it over sideways.
It wasn't a nail; it was a screw, and she
Screw.
managed to put all of the
8
threads
holes in
and
my
make,
tire at
yeah,
one
make a
time.
hole for each thread going down the screw. I was like,
So
I
that's-
can't even.
Now,
I
this
can't,
isn't a real suggestion, but, if someone were to steal that car and set it on fire, would
It's
you get
only
any
got
money?
liability on
Oh,
it.
okay. Well, then,
I'll get
all
like
right.
$17.
Then
No,
go
I'd
get out there and fix that damn truck.
and this
then,
isn't
okay?
this is not a suggestion or anything, but I swear to you, I would have buried it in a Raritan if it had insurance on it months ago.
I can't even say anything about that because I'm still driving on my spare.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're driving on a full-size spare in your brand new Toyota Tacoma. Let me feel so bad for you. You get in your
brand
fucking
new.
air
It's not brand new
seats.
anymore.
I play
almost-
music on the world's smallest
Yeah,
violin.
right.
It's almost 3 years old. Almost 3 years old already.
Oh. What does Ernie call it? Baby's first truck. Yeah, that's it.
It can
Yeah.
fit in the back of Big Ern's
It's a
truck.
giant Power Wheels.
That's pretty much it.
It's a big Tonka truck.
It's got a
You
hydraulic.
guys,
dump
you
on
guys
it.
know
That's
it's a, you
awesome.
guys know it's
Oh,
a
it's great.
badass truck. If you put it,
What? It's a Toyota.
and I would,
It's gonna run
and I would
forever.
race Big Ern,
sound like it's
and
gonna run
I believe I would beat
And
him.
I believe I would lose.
Let
I believe
me
that
get my
Ernie
let me
would
get my
beat-
new front tires, and I think I could take him.
Take who?
I know how this race would
I
go.
could beat
It'd
Big Ern.
be great.
What do you
both
want?
get up to the starting line. You press the brake pedal by accident, and Ernie just takes off. I could totally see it happening.
I used to be able.
I was banged up. I wasn't ready for it.
I used to be able.
All right.
I used to be able to. You guys, does anybody know what power braking means?
No.
No, none of us know what power braking is.
know.
Let's just say I don't.
You don't know. You don't know what it means? It's like when you.
Power braking is when you would hold down the brake pedal of your car and the gas pedal of your car, in which case you'll more than likely do like a little shitty one-wheel peel. They're like, "Eeeeee!" Your friends will think cool.
Exactly.
and-
Yes.
I mean,
But I
Was the king of being banged up.
used
And then
to
power
be.
braking.
I used to be able to do it with a stick. Yes. That's cool. Yes.
Because of your
Okay.
third
That's
leg.
all I'm gonna say is yes.
yes,
Your third leg.
That's all you're gonna
absolutely.
say. Yes. All right. No problem.
I power braked the Jeep, my Wrangler that I had years ago. It was a '99 5-speed Wrangler, and I was able to power brake it once. And then I blew the rear out of it, and it cost me $3,000 to fix it.
You guys are rough on cars.
No,
No,
I'm
he is rough on cars, and I'm not so much rough on cars. I mean, a little. Had every car of me had new transmission, new axles.
That's
How
not
many
because she beats
miles
on
did
them.
our Toyota have on it when they had to drag it out of the driveway? 280,000 miles or something like that.
280,000,
Yeah,
something like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Dope.
My
Oh, that's
Forerunner
true.
had
Toyota,
like
that's just
180
broken
or
in.
100.
Yeah, you're right about that.
190.
I cried like a baby when they came and towed
I
that
love
away.
my Forerunner.
So when she had a Forerunner, and when we got her the new Subaru that she had, I took that. I used my car to get her the Subaru, and I drove it. I loved it. That truck was it was beautiful. Everything ran good. It started getting metal in the oil at like 175,000 miles, and
So we
I
drove
was
for
like
another 10,000 miles.
And then I was like, all right, we got to get rid of this thing before it blows up, and I get stuck with it.
I had that baby for 10 years.
They gave me $7,000 on a trade-in for that thing. I was like,
Sure, that works.
Yeah, I mean, some people say a car is a waste of money. You shouldn't buy a car outright, but why have a car payment, right?
I agree. That's why I only drive shit boxes, because I don't have to actually spend money on them.
But depending on what shit box you buy, you have a valuable car. Like, let it be known, God drives Buicks. First Buick God had lasted 314,000 miles.
That's a beautiful shit box, right?
It was a beautiful shit box.
You should always listen to God.
Yeah, right? Buick, sponsored by God.
Well, that's like...
Or God sponsored by Buick. I like that even better.
Yeah, that's even better. I like that one.
That's a lot of miles for a Buick.
Oh, yeah, I loved it. It was
Not
great.
for God, it's not. That's like...
That's more like a Japanese style.
And that's a blip in my life.
What are you saying? God doesn't like the Japanese? Man,
Whoa.
you're banged up. Nice.
Godzilla.
Oh, dude. I didn't know I was coming on to a racist podcast.
No. We don't do none of that.
Oh, I didn't know.
Wait.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Oh, don't worry. Nobody clicked in for that one.
Nobody's
You have to
canceling me on that one.
understand that last night Michael's like, do you want to watch something classic? I said, yeah. He's like, you ever see Bruce Lee in Fist of Fury? I'm like, no. He's like, oh, you gotta watch it. So we did. We watched it.
We watched Fist of Fury.
So that's why
Great.
he's very sensitive now to the Asian on Asian hate. Because you know what? I'm sitting there watching the show, and it's set in Shanghai, and they're busting the Chinese's balls, and I'm like, wait a second. I know Shanghai is in China. Why are the Chinese, being beat down by the Japanese in Shanghai? And do you know, like, much to my shame, I'm just putting it on display for everybody, I had
all
either
those people over
forgotten
there.
or never known that China was occupied between like the late 1800s and like the all the way through
up till
World War II by the British, the Americans, the Japanese, and the French.
The Japanese
they like
kicked
kind of
their
chopped
asses.
up China. Probably some other folks in there too. And the Chinese people themselves
and the
were the
Russians. Don't forget the
outsiders. Oh yeah,
Russians.
probably the Russians as well. Yeah. So I was like, holy shit! I'm watching a classic. I'm watching Bruce Lee kick major ass. Man, what an ass kicker he was too.
Telling you.
That was amazing. I learned a little bit
when
of
he fought
history.
Chuck Norris, right? Chuck Norris.
No,
kicked
Chuck
his ass.
Norris did not kick his
Oh.
ass.
I don't know. I saw
don't
something where
know.
Chuck Norris kicked his ass.
He kicked Chuck Norris's ass, buddy. Don't
Let's get some money on it.
Not
Let's
even
fight
a
over
little
it.
bit. Yeah. Chuck Norris is a badass. Don't get me wrong.
What was
But-
that movie called? It wasn't called They Call Me Bruce. It was called They Call Me Chuck.
No, there's They Call Me Bruce.
I know.
There's no hope.
I was all banged up. I was wrong about that one
Tough
too.
crowd over here. Tough crowd.
You guys lost me like at Bruce Lee movie.
At
I
Chuck.
apologize.
So we saw. Yes. I went back to smoke shop. It was great.
I traveled back to
I was sitting there, you guys
Smokeland.
started talking about history and shit, and all of a sudden I was just like, let's see what's on the radio.
He just disassociated.
And it was a commercial. So there
For
you
me
go.
it was.
It was a Smokeland commercial. It was
Seeing
fine.
a commercial in your fucking brain.
God
I
loves
love it.
Buicks. God loves Buicks.
No, it was really.
I like this marketing campaign.
Yeah.
We're gonna go
I
for
do
this.
too, man.
We're going to be
It's gonna
sponsored by
work.
Buick soon. I feel it.
Buick, get your
Or
people.
something.
Get a hold of my people. I want a brand new, that Grand National lookalike thing you guys built that's dope as hell. I want that.
Yes, please.
Yep.
4 of them.
We have so many comments coming in here.
Well, it's
for
because
everybody.
Everybody enjoying themselves out
They
there.
like Mike.
Oh,
Yeah, they're all enjoying themselves out there. They're listening
Hey,
to our bullshit.
so I know this isn't this is horrible, but speaking of Asians,
Good God, come on.
no, it's good. Actually, the comic that you Mike had me read, The Nail,
I gave him homework, Christian.
homework for this
You gave him-
podcast. Yes.
Who's Christian?
I don't know. God.
God.
I gave him homework. God.
Okay.
You can cut that out. I did. I gave you homework.
Edit it in post. But yeah, so I read it, but I wanted to tell you that because you guys were talking about it, and this is what I was really thinking about when you when you guys were talking about all the Japanese stuff, is that this comic starts with the same exact quote that they use in Tokyo Drift.
What?
If for want of a nail, The shoe was lost for want of a shoe. The horse was lost for want of a horse. The knight was lost for want of a knight. The battle was lost. So it was the kingdom was lost, all for the want of a nail.
And they started.
And they use the exact same quote. No, but it's in like a real pivotal point of the moment where the bad guy's about to like be told that if he loses this race, he loses everything.
That's like my least favorite
Family.
Fast and Furious movie.
Well, that's actually my favorite one because it's the only one that doesn't have Vin Diesel in it.
You were able to incorporate Fast and Furious and
that's a wrap on the show. No.
That's awesome because I've never seen a Fast and Furious movie.
Not one.
Ever.
Not one.
Never. And
I
You know what it is
never
for-
mildly
will.
entertaining.
Never,
Mildly.
ever will. There's so much else out there that I would rather watch, like Faces of Death 15. Yeah.
You want to
And,
talk about
and
Faces of
Sicilian
Death? Mike?
Vampire.
I had an original Faces of Death 1 cassette from the 80s, and I literally just threw it in the river like 2 weeks ago.
You threw it in the
You
river?
threw it in the
What
what?
I was
So,
scared
all
of
right,
it. It's
so
cursed.
let's-
It's cursed.
So let's tell the story. Our neighbor downstairs swears he's an empath and swears that he can feel energies. So he just
Don't
moved
lie.
in.
Why you milking
He
it
just
down?
moved in a few weeks ago. Actually, like a month
Let it
ago.
be known, I didn't give that ability to anybody, so.
Oh, all right. Well,
So
I figured as much.
But so he tells us that there is a bad presence in our apartment, and we're like, well, what are you talking about? And we got rid of a lot of stuff when we moved back. So I was like, the only thing that we really truly kept that is not really
Was that
great
tape.
juju is the Faces of Death.
And we didn't
tape,
even keep
which
it
is
on
an
purpose.
original.
It was honestly one of those things that I
We
meant
found
to
it in a
leave
box.
in the house in Maryland, and all of a sudden it was in the box when we got back here, and I was like, huh.
So he's like, I think you should get rid of whatever it is. So we're like, well, it's got to be the tape. It's got to be the tape. So we take the tape, and the two of us are like, what are we gonna do with it? So we took it down to Sayreville waterfront, and we threw it in the water like an epic movie bullshit, where you're like,
No, there wasn't any. I was literally, we walked up, I was like, please, and we walked back to the car.
And then he goes to the
Deuces.
neighbor. He goes, so what do you feel about the presence in our apartment? And he goes, I feel that you guys are at peace. And I'm like, I don't know what kind of
To be
fucking
fair,
peace you're
but to
talking
be
about.
fair, we got invited to do the rock shop weekend this week, or August, what is
Yes.
it, 6th and 7th, and we got our first sponsor the day we threw that tape in the water. I got a phone call from Smokeland that they wanted to sponsor us.
If you believe in that sort of stuff, I mean, but yeah.
He also says that our dead neighbor who died in her apartment last year lives as her younger self in his apartment now. And I said, whew.
As I said, I do not confirm nor deny that I gave these people these
And
abilities.
seriously,
Okay.
what the
So-
fuck does that mean that the younger self lives in his apartment?
Like she,
So our neighbor died in her apartment on the opposite side of the building. She was elderly and she was on hospice.
yeah, so
And she passed away, and he said that she has migrated into his apartment in her younger true form and sits on his couch with him, and they talk.
he does a lot of ayahuasca.
He's very, yes, a lot of DMT and ayahuasca, and I'm like, well, I'm sure she does talk to you, along
Yeah.
with every other dead
Sits
person in
on
South
my
Amboy.
couch and talks to me.
Yeah.
Sure thing there, pal.
Dude,
You're
literally, I was literally
creepy.
It was
As
a
he's
rough
saying it-
weekend when I was coming up with DMT, okay? Like, it was,
when he told me that he takes ayahuasca, it was a sigh of relief because before that it was just the dead neighbor story, and I'm literally reaching for the phone to call my landlord. Like, you know what?
What did
you
you
probably
bring
put this
in
piece
here?
of shit up for rent. I'm out of here.
Are you? That's insane. You might as well be doing peyote.
That's
It is
kind
the
of
same
what,
thing.
yeah, it's
I
the
mean,
same
that's what
thing.
it is now,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, why
Yeah.
isn't he just doing that?
He does. He has a whole shaman and
Well,
all.
I thought he. All right, never mind. I obviously don't know much about this.
Yeah, I mean-
shit,
So, yeah, that's my face.
and I'm like
death
ayahuasca.
story.
That sounds creepy. Creepy as hell.
You know what you do when you do ayahuasca? It's a hardcore hallucinogenic, and when you take it, you vomit first.
for 3 days.
You
Love it.
you probably shit yourself, and then you run a very high fever and hallucinate for a couple hours. I would say anywhere 10 to 16 hours,
You
and
can
then
do the
you're
same
done.
thing by giving yourself a severe case of dehydration.
Yeah.
Like,
True.
hands down.
So Johnny, you're on ayahuasca, man.
Mike figured it out. He knows what to test for. Shit.
I smoked angel dust like once, and I tripped on acid like twice, and I was all 3 times it wasn't fun.
Will not try again. Do not repeat.
Yeah, it wasn't fun, but I did it again anyway.
I didn't make that, so you shouldn't be doing anything that
seriously.
I.
Yeah,
Like,
it's drugs. Do not do drugs,
I
kids.
gave you weed, and that was it. Like, come on.
Marijuana
Yep.
and Well, there was peyote.
Yeah, I
Thank
get.
you for that.
Yeah, it was a wild
Mushrooms.
weekend.
Mushrooms. Thank you for the
Mushrooms. No
That's
problem.
right.
Never tried the mushrooms.
See,
Never tried the
and you know
mushrooms.
the crazy part is like, so she used to advocate and all that with the mushroom thing. She loved telling people that they could try that for cluster headaches and stuff like that. But one day I decided it was a great idea to go ahead and try them. So I went out and I got myself a little eighth of mushroom bar, and I ate it. And I started tripping balls, and I decided I was going to take a shower. But I have neon red fucking hair, and hair dye washes out every time you shower. I convinced myself I was bleeding. I thought my head got cut off, and dude, and that was it.
Came
And
running out of the
I
shower with
won't-
no clothes
to
on,
this day,
screaming
you
and
can't bring me near them. If I even see them, I'm like,
The
"Get
bad
the
thing is
fuck
that they
away
were
from
living
me."
with her mom at the time, so
No.
mom was sitting on the living room couch watching her stories.
Paul Mall
She got
120.
to
What's
see
wrong with Billy?
got to see a new kind of story.
Yeah.
So is he tripping balls or?
Is that just what you're doing?
Yeah.
It happens.
You married him?
Yeah. Actually, he married me, so.
All right, good for you.
She asked. She did.
Yeah, I heard marriage is nice. You know, it's nice. I've never been. I don't know.
What, married?
Yeah.
I mean,
I heard it's nice. I mean, I was thinking about it, but then
some
I said,
marriages are nice, Johnny. Some. I see. This is my second go around, and I can tell
Mine
you some.
too.
Yeah.
They're not so good. Some people just don't belong to be together unless you want to go to war all day, every day.
I'm just going to say this real quick. All right, this is what you know, when you meet somebody for the first time and you click with them and you dig each other, you're kind of like high, right? You feel you're nice. Everything you see reminds you of them, right? You're high. You're basically high, and people get married when they're high. You know what I mean? When they're high on love, but then that shit wears off, and then. Then you're like, oh my God, I got married.
What do you think about that one, God?
All right, kids.
Wait, is that how is that simultaneously one of the most prolific things you've said and the dumbest things you've said?
Yo,
I love it.
I love it, dude.
I got nothing. That was I gave you a brain. That's how you used it.
Because
Good for you, man.
Don't get married when you're high. Love's a joke.
No, not
Fuck
high.
out of here.
I haven't been high. I might have smoked a little secondhand reefer, a few times. But it's in the last.
Did you like going to the thrift store?
in the last, almost 8 years, I've been sober. But I was high on you get high on.
They call it love drunk.
Are we gonna?
Yo,
Yes.
Chris McDonald
Yes.
just put in the best comment I've ever seen in my life.
What?
He said we should take Johnny's philosophy lessons from this show and put them on pillows at Hobby Lobby. And I'm doing this. This is happening now.
Don't get married high.
No, not high, Mike. High from being in love.
Dude, and that's what
High
it'll
on
say on the
love.
other side. Don't
On
get married
love.
being high, and then flip the pillow over. It'll say high like love.
Yo, highlight some of these comments, man. That's hilarious.
Some of the comments are
See,
funny.
normally I would be able to say, funnier stuff, but this guy's making me nervous here.
Chris McDonald said, Young Guns convinced me to never try mushrooms. I don't want to see a giant chicken. I forgot about that part of the movie. Have you
Dude.
ever seen Young Guns? With Emilio
like
Estevez?
giant
Yes.
Yes.
You gotta. I'm sorry. There's a Rolodex, but it's all filled with like bong resin and dabs. It takes a little while
All
to get it
sticks
spinning.
together in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and those pages stick together. The little cards.
Exactly.
When that happens.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. You get the resin
But
on your
you
face.
you guys understand what I'm trying to say, right?
Yeah,
When
don't
you-
watch Young
Yes.
Guns. And if you're gonna make a
Yeah,
nice,
there you go.
Wait, I got
if you're gonna make a nice chicken dinner, drop mushrooms. Yeah.
Yes.
What's that? What's the chicken with mushrooms in it? It's
Chicken marsala?
Marsala.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's her
You
thing.
just replaced the mushrooms.
that's not bad.
I'm inviting Johnny over for dinner.
I think we need to make this-
Marsala.
We're gonna make Chris's comment the new motto of the show: live, love, laugh, don't marry high.
Yeah, don't marry.
No, you guys misunderstood. I
I totally
high on
understood.
love.
No, we didn't misunderstand.
No, we
that.
understood.
We understood.
Completely.
And the crowd goes wild.
They did. They did.
Hey, on there. That's right.
There you go.
Right? What I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is,
We
right?
understand.
Why are you trying to say it like 40 times?
No, I'm
You
just
already
trying to
said
say
it.
that people make the mistake of getting married while they're
I
high
get
on
it,
love.
man. I did it. Oh well. All right. So never mind. I thought you were gonna say something else. I thought you said
Excuse
they
me?
make not high in love. Yeah, but I did it, guys.
All right, you
High
guys
as
got
fuck.
it. You guys got it.
Do you? Do what now?
You know, everybody looks
No
so happy.
comment.
You know, in their wedding picture. Well, some people probably don't, but
Yeah, because you spent $400,000
first-
on a
Yeah.
wedding.
The first time I got married, I have a whole series of wedding photos. It's just me looking miserable for like a whole bunch of shots. Even the photographer goes, I don't know what to do with these pictures because you look so like miserable.
really,
I'm like,
you were upset. You were on your wedding day. You were
my
upset.
mom was willing to give me $10,000 the night before to walk away and not get married.
Hey now.
To my ex-husband.
I'm gonna cut
To
this
my
conversation.
ex-husband.
Sorry.
Yeah, can you edit that in post, God?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're live, but fuck it.
What do you got to say about that, God? That's pretty wild.
Somebody should just flick
you don't
on
hear
the,
that too often.
It never happened. What are you talking about?
Flick on the Hadron Collider and we'll make this scrap.
Oh, yeah, we're good.
Excellent. Good.
Just start it over.
There you go. Oh, no, absolutely not.
Mike's like,
We
fuck!
start right again back here where we stopped like 7 seconds.
Mikey's making me
Oh,
nervous.
come on. You can't
How
say you're not
the
having
fuck
fun.
am I making you nervous?
God, you're my boss.
There's 10 minutes left of the show, and he's
Are you
like,
kidding
you're
me?
making me nervous.
You know, and I actually
greatest
forgot to
episode we've
put
ever had.
deodorant on this morning.
I have some in the truck if
No,
you
no,
want.
I have some in my
There's a
my glove
wait
box.
Oh my God. Everybody in the comments too was like, "No, John, we got it." Except Chris, who's like, "Where's my hoodie?"
Julia, Chris wants Jersey Poetry by Johnny Hoodies. He's got some good marketing ideas. Chris, you need to
Not
reach
gonna
out, my
happen.
dude.
It takes me a little too long to explain what I was trying to say, but
That's what I'm saying. We can list it down the whole back of the shirt. Your whole description
Yeah.
of what.
I will wear that proudly as a
be
hoodie.
reading my shirt and crash into a tree.
Why don't we just put it on like a little tag on the inside instead of like washing instructions?
Just
It's
have Johnny's
just
instructions.
Johnny's bullshit. You know those
Have it
and
like pull out like a scroll.
And it's pretty funny because when I'm at work sometimes, my tag is hanging out, and people put my tag back underneath my shirt for me.
So,
You're not allowed to have scissors.
Wow.
I don't understand.
No, would you let him have scissors? I mean, really?
I use scissors
We have
every
another
day when I'm
comment.
shrink wrapping the books.
We have another comment. I need a coffee table book. The book according to Cousin Johnny with nothing but uplifting life lessons.
All right.
Oh, here he is.
The biggest of the
My
big.
glasses.
Holy shit.
As of tonight, you are no longer allowed to smile.
We're gonna have to do it. We're gonna be doing it in the parking
I
lot.
was just going to ask, do you guys burn sage after this podcast?
I
To
don't
kinda,
know
like,
how it
clear
goes
away?
yet.
You need to have your empath friend come here and
Here
see
with
if
the
there's any
sage
evil
things.
that's
Right, so it
still,
was like
yeah,
a-
yeah.
It was like was it like a funny train wreck, sort of, kind of?
Johnny, you suck.
Thank you very much.
he's like, yeah.
I would have been funnier if it wasn't for him.
Chris
Be
Rock,
more
my
funny.
dude.
Did you see his post on Facebook?
You see it?
You look like a beached cow.
He did, yes.
Oh yeah, his beach pictures. Yeah.
You guys didn't think there was
dark
manatees in
must
Port
be
Monmouth, right? Manatees.
I'm
Oh,
like,
that was
honey-
a good one.
I said, honey, look, Johnny taped like pink dinner plates to his chest.
Oh, I should have spray painted
Very
like in
70s
300.
of him, yes.
I was going to spray paint some stomach muscles like in 300.
God, John.
That shit looked like a
Train
3-year-old's
wreck.
drawing of a
Do you want me to give
caterpillar
you a
on your
shovel?
stomach.
wreck.
Do you want me to hand you a shovel? Just keep digging. Oh God.
Johnny
I'm
be
actually-
painting his
I'm
abs on. He's
actually
using
doing better
fucking
than I thought
watercolors,
with,
like the
with
little-
Mike here. The guy does a podcast every week, and I'm right in the back, and he never even asked me, "Hey, Johnny, you want to go over here and say something?"
He's very
Guess
restrained.
what? Fuck
He's very
him.
After
restrained.
tonight, still ain't happening.
After tonight,
like,
you're
"You're
working in the
definitely
fucking
not
basement.
I may have ended my podcast career tonight.
Seriously, it's like, all right, we podcast on Wednesday, so Johnny doesn't have to come in till what time do we close? 6? 6. There you go.
I'm like, wow, this is great. Big Earn.
We'll have to enroll Johnny in Christian's Comics College, right? Yeah. We will.
I think that's a good idea.
Are you going to start reading comics, Johnny? If Michael assigns you comics,
Gotta learn how to read first.
Yes. That's step A. Step A is learning. Step B. Mike gave me. What'd you give me, Mike? What book?
It was called Kingdom Come, and you got how many pages in?
Like 4 pages in, and I got a bad headache.
And those goddamn words.
He said I got a bad headache.
I got a bad headache.
90% fucking
Johnny.
Pictures?
Johnny,
That's it.
I just got to tell you that, when Michael first started going to cons, he could come back and he would tell me that one of the most touching things about going to those cons is meeting all of the service people who would come back. They had traumatic brain injury, but comic books were helping them learn to read again because the pictures went with the words and it was kind of rewiring the brain. So basically, people with traumatic brain injury use comics to learn to read. And
I
it
qualify
actually
for that.
created traumatic brain injury for you, is what I'm saying. It actually had the opposite effect. It gave you traumatic
Nice.
brain injury. Yes.
I was blasted with 240 rays of radiation.
Yes.
I really was. So that's why maybe I should.
It was an
Let me
accident,
read that
okay?
book
Like,
again, Mike.
He said it was an accident. I forgot, bro, about the whole god thing
I'm
for a
sorry.
second. I'm like,
It was an
what?
accident. Jesus.
And thank you for, you know what I mean? I could have, when they told me that I had a brain tumor, the guy kept saying, "Oh, it's not a death sentence. Don't worry about it. It's not a death sentence."
Don't worry about it. It's just
I'm like,
It's
but
nothing. It's just
Yeah,
a
it's
tiny
nothing.
thing. It's all good.
I wish it was.
Oh, God,
oh
O'Donnell.
my God. Oh, wait. Wait, no, I was about to say,
Wish
And people say I'm vicious.
don't be.
Well, if you're gonna have the voice of God, you gotta have the voice of the
Don't be upset.
opposition.
Devil. Jesus. Jesus.
I mean, yes. Don't feel sorry
You
for
need
me,
help.
right? You don't have to feel sorry.
Don't feel sorry for me.
Oh,
He
doesn't.
said I don't.
A worthless piece of meat.
What is wrong with you?
I am.
Who hurt you?
God, do something. Help me.
Hey, I'm just a voice.
Wait, he already put you in the Clerks 3 trailer.
I
What
know,
else do you
sis.
want?
Yeah, that was like an act of God.
There you go.
You're welcome.
Actually, Kevin will be very happy to hear that. So, thank you. Yes. Act of
You
God.
know,
He's
it's-
like, act of God. What about me, motherfucker? I've been carrying you for 28 years.
especially when I was doing it and everybody was getting annoyed. I'm looking at the camera. The chick behind the camera. Was
Take
like,
96.
Not 96, but a few.
94.
94. Though.
And like I said, Big Aaron wasn't helping the situation.
What? Just calling you a slob? Slob.
And yeah, then Kev changed it up, and I guess it kind of worked.
Yeah, he said just be stupid.
Listen.
I'm listening.
Yeah.
What
What?
are you trying to say?
Even God's listening. What are you?
I'm
gonna say?
listening.
You guys drew. I'm out of whack today.
You're doing great.
This is your best episode ever.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
I'm not wearing no
it is.
deodorant. Holy
it.
Christ!
I'm out of my seat.
But I have cologne on. I have a little Paco Rabanne.
Somebody made me sit in a different chair. Holy shit!
Dude,
They moved
just
me
like-
one chair over and it fucked up my equilibrium.
I'm on the speculum. Holy shit!
just like when Kev was like, Johnny, go work in the store. I'm like, but they don't like me over there.
Nobody likes them.
How do you feel about me now, Mike? You still don't like me.
Especially not after tonight.
Wow.
We went viral.
I mean,
I mean,
we got more engagement on this episode than I think any episode we've ever recorded.
you're gonna hear
Okay,
a lot of
I'll
my
play a
wheezy
few
laughing. In the
We've all been crying. I'm sorry, we don't pay enough to get him to turn the AC on here.
The last 10 minutes, I think.
What?
Maybe. The first.
10 minutes ago.
We got 4 minutes before it's time to shut this show down.
Hey, I have a question
was
for
Hey.
the amazing Michael Zapcic.
What was fun?
What do you got, buddy?
So
No, Big Ern.
I hear these days
Stop.
you're working
Stop
on
looking
a
over
new
here.
podcast.
Stop it.
From
what?
the Secret Stash.
You're
What's that all? What's
absolutely
all that
right.
about? Why don't you promote that?
Thank you, God.
What is that
was
about,
a
Mike?
great
Yeah.
thing. You know what? Nobody asked me to promote nothing on
I
that
was getting
thing.
there. It was my next thing.
There's a lot.
No, I told
He's
you
like,
this.
but I was gonna
And
drink
this
some
is
mushroom
why-
tea first. All right, here we go, folks. Please, if you get a chance, tune in on Wednesdays when the lovely Julia ZAPCIC, the fantastic, he's not here tonight, but Christian Cortez and myself, we do live from the Secret Stash every Wednesday at 9:30-ish or 10-ish. 9:30 most.
I mean, I try to tune in every week.
Well,
I mean,
thank
you guys,
you.
it's a good show. I mean, it really is. And I'm learning more about, like, I never really had the comic book thing when I was a kid. My parents were not about it. So
I got you.
They weren't having that shit in their house.
I usually catch
No,
it
not
after
really.
it's
Honestly,
over.
dude, it was just more of, we were the kind of kids where, you know, at 10 a.m. your parents are like, okay, go ride bikes with your friends till fucking forever. See you later.
Peace out.
I got you, but they didn't give you comic books to go and they should have been like, here, take these comic books to your friends, you know, like Mr. Natural and some fucking underground shit, and go teach your friends about sex, and then get the hell out of our house.
See?
That's what they should have done.
Parenting tips from
Oh,
like,
hell yeah. From
I like
the 70s?
it. I like it.
That's what my parents did. They gave us like stacks of comics. Get the fuck out of here.
That's what we kind of do with our kid. We give her a bunch of comics. We give them
And
to her,
it's
go.
nice because you guys also you talk about a lot of the stuff that's going on, like MCU and stuff too.
Right.
And a lot of it, like, I don't understand when I first watch it, and then I watch you guys explain it, and I'm like, that's what
Yeah,
that fucking meant.
You're clicking down. I can see you.
There's a lot.
People are clicking down.
All kinds of, we have about a lot of comments, a lot of engagement tonight.
I'm not reading it. I'm just seeing them click down.
Well, that's what
So,
happens.
So something else by request in the comments that we promote the local 404.
Yes.
Oh, very
yes.
nice. Yes, let's please do that. The local 404. This was it's for fans by fans, and it's what is it? If you
It's
love
an initi-
if you love gatherings but hate people.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah,
it's an
that's all of
initiative
us.
that helps kind of people who are nervous to
Have
to come up
anxiety
and
like
say
me?
hello.
That's
Social
us.
anxiety.
So like if you
better to
want
say
to come
that?
to these events but you have social anxiety, the local 404 will help you
Yeah.
meet
They'll
these
come
people.
up and they'll grease the skids for you.
Oh, that's
like
what's up.
somebody should have been for Johnny here. We should have had his fucking like a helper monkey here
I'm here to like,
to come and
Mikey!
throw
and like
pieces.
pet him.
Yeah, right. That would have been great.
And of course, you know, check out the Clerks 3 trailer. Tickets
please
are on
do.
sale now for the tour.
Tickets are on sale now. Something's
404.
happening tomorrow. Actually, the Kevin Smith Club got first dibs now.
Yes.
But tomorrow, we've got Jay and Kevin's birthday bash. Am I allowed to say that? Excellent. Yes, I am. Jay and Kevin's birthday bash.
Okay.
Tickets will be on sale tomorrow. It's Tuesday, August 2nd. And which is Kevin's actual birthday.
It's my mom's birthday too. It's crazy.
Well, then why aren't you buying her fucking tickets to
I'm
come?
gonna have to now. I
There you
mean,
go.
it's crazy.
Nailed it.
There you go. Then
Absolutely.
the mother that threw you out into the yard with no comic books to,
Yes.
you know,
Yes.
and you got beat up by your friends. Gotcha.
The comics don't bring all the girls to the yard.
They do not bring all the.
Actually, yeah. You know what? Those comic books might have brought all the girls into the yard. That's nice.
They might have,
Yeah.
but I'll never know.
But Johnny, so you're gonna shave down your monkey ass, right?
Yes, I'm gonna. Yes.
Okay, good boy.
Shout out to you, Millard Frymore, in the comments. You're my homie.
Millard Fillmore.
Yeah.
He's my least favorite president.
Okay.
Millard Frymore.
Actually,
He's a homie.
second least favorite.
Second.
Yeah.
All right.
Is there any other announcements? Anything else anybody got? Going once?
No, Johnny, what do you got?
I was just gonna say, you know, that was wild.
Hey, if somebody
That
wants
was
to
wild.
get me a new spare tire, you know,
You can.
why the hell not? I've got a GoFundMe.
Check out
Can I put one of your,
childsplaycharity.org. Check out
you think one of your tires would fit on my
thegoodsouplive.com.
truck?
Check out Smokeland, New Jersey. Everybody have a nice night. Thank you for coming.
Smokeland, thank you so much.
Thank you, Mike and Julia, for coming.
Motherfuck, noise.
They say good friends can be hard to come by. More or less, I think this whole damn thing is just a waste agenda, they're pushing it. Sometimes in order to save face, you gotta say goodbye. I say goodbye.